Nørhalne Cup, 3 days, many matches. Day 1, we were unbeaten. Then something happened. Day 2 and 3, we started losing. And after the cup, we played Brabrand and lost again. In this episode, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think went wrong, why I believe fitness is the answer, and what we are doing about it starting right now. Welcome back. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I am Ronni Hansen, head coach of IF Lyseng U15 in League 4, Denmark. 20 years of coaching experience. Our assistant coach is Didier Tuishime. Our goalkeeper coach is Ronni Hansen, 17 years old, trained by the GK coach of Viborg FF in the Danish Superliga. This is from the bottom. No filters, no hiding. Start from episode 1 if you want the full story. The link is in the description. Day 1 of Nørhalne Cup, we were unbeaten. The players were fresh, motivated, running for each other. The system was working. Everything we had trained, you could see it on the pitch. I was proud of what I saw on day 1. The team that showed up was not the team with 6 players and no belief. This was a different group. Day 2 and 3, we started losing. And I want to be completely honest about what I saw. The system did not stop working. The tactics did not change. The players knew what to do, but the body starts to give up before the mind does. 3 days of cup football, many matches, no rest. The legs got heavy. The pressing became slower. The passing became sloppy. Same players, same team, but physically they were running on empty. After the cup, here is what the week looked like. Tuesday training. I cancelled it. The players had played many matches in 3 days. Their bodies needed rest, not more work. Pushing tired players is how you get injuries and how you lose the dressing room. Wednesday, we had a match against Brabrand. The first match we lost 5-2. I do not have video from that match, but I was there. The second match I could see. These players were still tired from the cup. The legs were not there, but this time we only lose 4-3. Friday, the first normal training session we could have. That is where we pick up this story. Here is the Brabrand match. We lost 4-3, and I want to show you both sides of this game, because it is not a simple story. Watch this moment. Even here, the passing, the movement, the system is there. The players know what to do, but look at the body language, look at the running, the legs are heavy. Players who would normally win that sprint, they are half a step behind. This is not a tactical problem, this is a fitness problem. And as a coach, recognizing the difference is everything. We scored 3 goals, 3, from a team that was still tired from a cup 3 days earlier, that had already lost 5-2 in the first Brabrand match, and that had barely trained all week. The quality is there, the goals prove that. But quality without fitness only gets you so far. And Brabrand had more energy in the final 20 minutes. That is where the match was lost. And here are the Brabrand goals. I am showing every one of them because that is what this series is about. Look at what happens here. The pressing breaks down. The player who should be closing down is 1 second too late. Not because they do not know what to do, because the legs are gone. And here, the second ball. The player who should win that header gets beaten because they cannot jump at full height anymore. Fatigue. Every single time. This is not a coaching failure. This is a fitness failure. And now I know exactly what to do about it. Here is my honest diagnosis of everything that happened at Nørhalne Cup and in the Brabrand match. The system works, the tactics are right. The players understand what we are doing. They know when to press, when to hold shape, when to play short and when to switch. The problem is not the head, the problem is the body. When a player is exhausted, the brain slows down. Decision-making that takes 1 second when fresh takes 3 seconds when tired. And in football, 2 seconds is everything. 3 days of cup football exposed something I already suspected. Our fitness levels are not high enough yet. And now I know what needs to happen. So here is the decision I have made. From this point forward, 1 session every week is dedicated entirely to physical conditioning, speed, acceleration, endurance, change of direction. The things that keep a player performing in the 89th minute the same way they perform in the 10th. This is not instead of football training, this is alongside it. Because everyone can kick a ball. Not everyone can kick it accurately when they are completely exhausted at the end of a 3-day cup tournament. Nørhalne Cup showed me what these players need, and from now on, we give it to them. This is our first dedicated fitness and conditioning session, Friday training. The first time we could run a proper session after everything that happened that week. And this is what you will see every week from now on. 1 session. Focus completely on making these players faster, sharper, and stronger. Sprint drills, maximum effort, short distance, full recovery between every repetition. At Nørhalne Cup, the players who lost matches were losing the sprint to the ball. Not by much, but by enough. This is what we train to fix that. Acceleration, the first 5 meters. This is where duels are won before they even start. A player who is half a step faster in the first 5 meters wins the ball, wins the header, makes the tackle. At U15 level, this is the single biggest physical difference between teams. Change of direction. This is what makes a player impossible to defend and what makes a defender impossible to beat. In the Brabrand match, there were moments where a defender was in the right position but got turned because they could not change direction fast enough when the attacker moved. That is agility, and agility is trained. Here is the League 4 table, every episode, no hiding. We are 6, 1-2, drew 0, lost 4, 6 points. The table shows exactly where we are, and it shows exactly what the fitness work needs to change. Every match from now on, we are fitter than we were. That changes everything. Nørhalne Cup showed us something important. Not something to be ashamed of, something to be fixed. This team has the quality. The goals we scored against Brabrand prove that. What we are building now, the fitness, the speed, the physical foundation, that is what will let the quality show up for the full 90 minutes. We know what needs to happen, and we are already doing it. Subscribe and hit the bell. Episode 4 is on the way. And drop a comment. Have you ever dealt with fitness problems in your team? How did you fix it? I want to know. See you soon.